Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. Ladies and gentlemen, I thought I'd go over this article so that we can prepare for those things that we know we use and or need on a daily basis that either are made of rubber or parts of it are made of rubber that make it work. Because it seems here that we are going to be in a severe shortage of rubber coming into the next half of this year, which we are in now, and next year as well. What the impending rubber apocalypse means for the U.S. economy. Not only for the U.S. economy, ladies and gentlemen, but for prices that you and I pay at the shelf. Rubber is a critical raw material needed for car tires, personal protective equipment such as masks and gloves, and many more everyday products. Just like silver, ladies and gentlemen, we don't really realize how much rubber there is in the things that we use on a daily basis. We just take it for granted because if it's out of sight, it's out of mind, right? Anytime you're going anywhere, you're using rubber. Now, supply chain disruptions have thrown the rubber industry into a tailspin. We could be on the cusp of a rubber apocalypse. Rubber producers are facing climate change, the health crisis, and a destructive fungus, and the fight for shipping containers. The global economy remains desperate on Asia for 90% of the natural rubber supply. And look at all of the floods that they're having in Asia, ladies and gentlemen. That's only going to exacerbate the problem even more. For example, the U.S. imported $140 million worth of natural rubber in March of 2021 alone. The global natural rubber market was valued at nearly $40 billion in 2020, and demand for rubber is expected to increase. One analysis predicts that the natural rubber market could be worth nearly $68.5 billion by 2026. One reason for the increase in demand is car tires. As more economies throughout the world go from lower class to middle class, more people that want to drive, ladies and gentlemen. So car tires are going to be in pretty high demand. I hope that you are stocking up and making sure that if your car tires or truck tires are showing some wear, that maybe you start to think about saving up to get a new set of tires just so that you can have them. I did that earlier this year when I started hearing about this maybe happening through this year. I went ahead and made sure that I changed out my truck tires to a new set, because my old set only had about maybe 3/16 to 1/4 of an inch left of tread. It says here we are using tires more and more. The amount of mileage that we are going to do as a global population is definitely bound to increase, and that's why the demand for rubber is really continuing to increase. This is something that we take for granted. This is something that we use every day. So take a look at those things that you use, that you consume, like sneakers, like tires, anything that you use in your normal life that requires rubber, especially natural rubber, then go ahead and think about stocking up on these things. It's about stocking up on all of those things that we know will allow us to continue to have the standard of living that we've been used to living. Now let me go ahead and show you a quick article that I pulled up on Argentina. It has nothing to do with the rubber shortage, but I'd like to show you this quick article. It says here that record droughts plague Argentina as Parana River hits a 77-year low. And it continues to say that a record drought plagued Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, and Paraguay. Concentrating on Argentina, water levels on the Parana River are at 77-year lows, according to Reuters. The river is a major transport route for agricultural exports and a source of drinking water, irrigation, and energy. Water levels in the Parana are at the lowest level since 1944, ladies and gentlemen, which requires a commitment from everyone to attend and act preventively and responsibly against this situation, said the government of Argentina. About 80% of the country's farm exports flow from ports along the Parana River. If shipping vessels can't traverse the waterway, then farm goods would be landlocked, which means no exports, ladies and gentlemen. And take a look at this picture right here. This is before. Look at how wide the river was, all the water, and look at what it's at now. It's just a little trace of what it used to be. I hope you're prepping, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're taking heed to the warnings, not just from me, but from a lot of other people that are saying that we need to prepare in every way possible. Having said that, I hope you have a great day, have a great week ahead. Remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place, and you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. This is Alaska Prepper. I am out.